You don't want it as windy as it was yesterday.
I don't want it as windy as it was yesterday, but just a tickle of a breeze
Yeah.
wouldn't hurt my
It
feelings.
felt nice yesterday evening.
I don't know about that. I was asleep. But anyway, welcome to Shiftless. We're live. We're hot. 149?
I think this is 149.
149? Are you going to be back from Mississippi in time for
Oh, yeah.
150?
Okay. I'll be back this weekend.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. I don't have anything special planned for 150. We're just gonna do our thing.
That's just another number, isn't it?
It really is, particularly if we get there. We got to get there first.
How would we not get there?
Man, you never know. Life happens. Shit goes sideways. I'll be honest with you. I'm starting to get a little,
Burn up for summer already?
no, the other way around. Pieces are falling into place for me better than they typically do. And whenever shit goes right for me, that's just before it goes to hell in a handbasket.
Oh, Kevin, come on.
So I'm starting to get a little paranoid. Oh, hey,
You shouldn't be such a pessimist.
all I'm saying is the last time I was feeling really positive and pieces were coming together.
You got hit by a car?
No,
No?
that was one of them.
Yeah.
No, that would have been about the end of January 2020.
Oh, shit.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
And since then, this is the first time it's, oh man, pieces are coming together. I'm getting excited. I'm not getting pessimistic. Let's just not, let's keep control of our emotions.
Just don't be too comfortable.
Things are good. Things are exciting.
Tour Divide. Have you been watching the tour?
I have not, man, because all this shit that's going so well in my life has got me completely distracted at the moment.
Speaking of which, going well in your life, were you celebrated well as a father yesterday? Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. Happy Father's Day to you. I got a German chocolate cake and some flowers.
Very nice.
That was nice.
About time that men get flowers.
I like flowers.
Yeah.
I do like flowers. I particularly like wildflowers.
Yeah.
I put together a lot of the routes specifically to target wildflowers during season. How about you? Did you get any more fancy binoculars or anything like that?
No. I did. I rode my bike.
Okay.
This was good. And then hung out, watched the Rangers win. That was good.
Okay.
And then Gage is in, I forgot where he is, Bridgeport for church camp. So he wasn't here. He was here part yesterday, but Paula and Kira took me to eat sushi last night, which is one of my favorites.
Where'd you go?
Sushi Motto
Okay.
in Denton. It's legit. Super legit.
Were you familiar with that place that I sent you the message on in Flower Mound? Silver Seas or something like
Did you
that?
send it to me?
It was in the group chat with you, me, and Caleb one time when
Oh,
a few weeks back. You gave it a thumbs up, but it might have just been an obligatory. Oh, Kevin said something. Thumbs up. I'm gonna ignore it.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would do. I don't recall that.
No, it was just a hey, if you haven't been here, check it out, sort of thing. Very casual. All
I
right,
have to check it out.
it was good. It's a newer sushi joint in Flower Mound.
Look right here.
I see it. We got rabbits getting ready to rabbit.
I can't believe there's still rabbits kicking in my yard after all the hawks have
Well,
annihilated so many rabbits.
Are the hawks still here? Or
I
they
have-
obviously they've moved on.
Yeah.
The rabbits are like, all right. Yeah. Then this one's. I need to fatten up. It's been a while.
Yeah. Huh.
Cool.
It's always like Disney in my yard, man. I love it. It makes me so happy.
As long as Flower stays away.
Yeah.
So Tour Divide.
Sort of
Because this is the podcast that's only about bicycles.
this, all these pop-ups. This cat, Victor Bosoni, he is leading right now. He is 320 miles ahead of Lawrence Tindam. I can never say.
Nice.
So 320 miles ahead of him. But the more important thing, he's at mile 28 or 2083. So he's pretty much in the middle of New Mexico. But it looks like
Is he on pace?
he is. I don't have a scale on here. There is a scale, but
So Friday will be 2 weeks, right?
trying to figure it out how far ahead he was. Yeah, it looks like he's 150 miles ahead of Robin's track from last year, the virtual track.
And you said Robin did it in 11 days and something, right? I thought today would have been. That's what I'm trying to figure out. When would
I'm trying to figure that out too, because today's Monday. They started the Friday before last.
So Saturday would have been 8 days. Yesterday 9 days. Today's 10 days. So 11 days will be tomorrow morning at 6:30 ish their time.
and he could possibly finish today.
How many miles does he have left?
He will finish today. It looks like he has 100 miles. That can't be right.
150 miles to go?
If he's at 23.83, the course is 27.40 or something like that, isn't it?
I think I've seen 24 something. I don't know.
I don't know either. But look, I'm bad at reading math. You're obviously a lot better.
Okay.
Here's the scale right here.
Yeah, they definitely goes over 25. So they're at, it looks like it goes to 2,700 miles on their scale.
Okay.
And where's his last update?
Right there.
And at mile, does it show the mile he's on there?
If you click on his spot, it's not a touchscreen.
Never mind. All right,
great for the viewers.
I think he's gonna be home tomorrow or in tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be done today.
Yeah.
And but who knows if he's sleeping for 20 hours at a time.
He's three miles to Pie Town.
Oh yeah, he's got a ways to go.
Yeah.
He's got a ways to go.
Yeah.
Because Rich and I went through Pie Town, and that's a good bit north in New Mexico. I wouldn't call it northern New Mexico, but
it looks like it's pretty central.
I'm about to say it's north of the central line.
Barely, yeah.
Would be my guess.
Yeah.
But it's a ways down to Antelope Wells from there.
Yeah.
But it's also probably mostly flat.
It looks like it's downhill.
Flat to downhill, yeah. All right. And as far as we know, he's legit and self-supported.
Everything I know, yeah. So he's 10 days, 1 hour, and 43 minutes in.
Okay.
Back doors blowing around.
It'll be all right. But the official record is still 13 days and something, right?
That I don't know.
Well, I thought we figured that out last.
We looked up the results from last year.
And Robins were asterisized.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've seen 13 days as 13 days is something that's the touted record, but I'm not completely up to speed.
FKT.
I thought I was, and no reroutes this year. Are we familiar with that yet?
So you're right. 13 days, 2 hours, and 16 minutes set by Justina Slavica in 2024.
Okay.
So 11 days would be for an actual record.
And Robbins was asterisk for reroute.
Yes.
Correct.
And it was like 11 days, 14 hours, I believe.
But the whole FKT thing.
11 days, 19 hours, and 14 minutes.
There's they talk about FKT for Dirty Kanza / Unbound. They talk about FT for Unbound. FKT for the Rat 1000. The routes change.
Yeah. But that's why you made it a point to say that the Rat now is the official course.
That was the permanent route. I'm about to adjust the permanent route. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not going to be adjusted so much that it's going to turn into, realistically, Justin's FKT isn't touchable. It's still going to be right around 1,000 miles, very similar elevation and everything, but it will be a different route.
Yeah.
There will be changes to it. So it would be one of those things that, technically speaking, Justin's FKT will be technically untouchable on that specific route, sort of thing.
Yeah.
If somebody does it at a faster time, it will be on a different route, sort of thing. So it's still the same. If you're clocking an average speed of 19 miles an hour or whatever it is, that's still relevant, sort of thing. So I think the FKT specifically maybe not is such a big deal, particularly with the Tour Divide, because when that shifts up over time or from year to year, those are big changes for the reroutes around wildfires or what impassable snow or whatever else. I know they've had multiple I think there was a monsoon year one year where they rerouted around stuff. Those are like 80-mile reroutes, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Shortens up the route by 80 miles or makes it longer by 80 miles or whatever else. That's a big difference from 1,003 miles on pretty close to the same terrain versus 1,000 miles even on the Route 1000 sort of thing. But like Unbound, they talk about FKTs and Unbound all the time, and that's a different course every year.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me.
I think the long ones at the Traca, they're trying to throw FKTs on that like it's a big deal, but that's a different course every year. So I'm not sure where FKT. Now, if you want to go into average speed over the course of the race, last year it was 20.8 miles an hour. This year it's 22.5. Okay, that's a big difference, sort of thing. But That's just my thought. What do I care? Nobody cares what I say either.
Did you watch the video I sent you from Ben Delaney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I commented on it and you said you didn't get what I was getting at.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Basically, he says a lot of the same things we've been saying about 32s and that's kind of confirming it. He's, again, so far, the only builder / brand that's even pretending that 32 is suitable for everyone is Salsa. Everyone else is like,
oh yeah,
it ain't gonna work for short people.
Yeah, I think so.
And what I was talking about, and I did dig into this a little bit. It was actually, I watched his video the day before you sent the link, and it just ticked off some stuff in my head. It's like, I need to dig down into this a little deeper. We're seeing a lot of body composition differences already in higher end bicycle racers.
Yeah.
These guys are bulking up. They aren't the 122 pound, breaker wrist just by flicking it.
Yeah.
It's like Keegan's a man.
Yeah.
Cam Jones is a man.
Yeah.
Matt DeBeers is a man.
Yeah.
I know Cam Jones is tall. He's over 6 foot. Matt DeBeers is tall. He's over 6 foot. I don't think Keegan is. I think Keegan
might be right at 6.
Maybe even shorter thing. What I was getting at is where it's for decades now, the cycling market has been, there's the armadillo too. It's like Disneyland. The cycling market has really been focused on,
140 pounds.
Weight weenie and power to weight ratios and all that good stuff, and really been diminishing big guys and big power. I think they're about to go the other way, and it's just going to be a focus on just outright sheer power, and the 32 is going to feed into that really well. So a big linebacker guy that can just mash the hell out of 32-inch wheels and get the full rotational speed going on those big hoops.
Yeah.
And they're turning ultimately 110 cadence on it. Your traditional weight weenie, twig-wristed, high cadence racer's not going to be able to keep up with that. It's just not going to happen.
And that's why the Ben Delaney video where the UCI is it UCI is trying to keep 32-inch out of the mix, and they're trying to say that we don't need more standards in the cycling.
So they're making up all sorts of bullshit to just because their market is the twig-wristed weight weenie, every gram we cut's worth $100 market. UCI is going to be all over that, but Unbound doesn't have. Unbound is just going to go, you guys go do that over there. We're going to have Hammerfest over here.
But that's why I was saying
it's going to turn into a blood sport.
That's why I was thinking, do you think Specialized is behind it?
So we've touched on this.
Yeah.
So what we've touched on before, I think that is the secret sauce in all of this. But I'll be definitely proven wrong unequivocally or right unequivocally. I think Specialized is the heart of it, but it ain't the crux. It is the Roubaix. I think the Roubaix 30 comes out in 27, maybe early 28, and I think that's the market changer right there for everything from endurance road to gravel to even potentially bike packing.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And what Specialized should be shooting for, and Specialized, if you want to throw me some finder's fee money or something like that, go for it. What they need to come out with is, it doesn't have to be a weight weenie bike by any means. It does have to be durable, but it does have to be a carbon bike, electronic shifting, and carbon wheels, $4,000 or less. And where it's not marketed to the elite racers, it's marketed to the everyday Joe riders, but more so that crowd I've been talking about before, 25 to 40, that is a dead zone for cycling.
Yeah.
You target those guys that are living their cubicle world right now. They want a hobby. They were a star athlete in high school, or they were Uncle Rico. They've still got dreams and aspirations. You market to those guys. Go out, have fun, have a cool hobby, hang out with real people. You don't have to ride on the roads. You can do this gravel stuff with it. You can even do some mountain bike stuff with it. ride your local paved paths and gravel paths in your community and then ramp up to the next thing. $4,000. Here's a really cool bike that you can take it anywhere and people are going to be wowed by it for the next 3 years.
But Salsa's already doing that. The Cutthroat, where does the Cutthroat come in price point?
Carbon wheels and electronic shifting, not $4,000.
That's right.
And it's not going to, it's the Cutthroat, the everyday Joes out there, they don't recognize Salsa. They don't know that. They do recognize Trek and Specialized.
Yeah, that's a shame. I do agree.
But that's my recommendation. I do think Specialized is the one behind it. It's got to be somebody big. It's got to be somebody big. Cannondale's not. It has to be Trek, Specialized, or Giant.
Yeah.
That's just so anti-Trek to go that far outside the what's already established sort of thing. And Giant's kind of the same way. And Giant always has their hands are somewhat tied because they are such a supplier of frames to so many other bike companies that are out there. Giant really can't be a trendsetter. They can't undercut the prices for those guys or they lose their production business. That's where XDS went with their half-price Chinese bike right now.
Yeah.
That's what they were in the same boat, and then Delaney had another video on that where, and he basically confirmed the stuff I was talking about last week along those lines. They got so hosed over by all of their OEMs that were buying frames from them during the crash of the bicycle industry. They just said, we got to take care of our own business, and we're not going to care if we piss off our wholesale customers. We're going to focus on the retail side of things now, because they got left holding the bag for all the carbon layups and everything that they did, and everybody canceled their orders on them. So they're like, all right. Have you seen that video? I think, okay, that I'll let you watch that one before we dig too much into that topic. But it confirmed a lot of the stuff that I was kind of believing, and they did lean into the likelihood of government subsidy to help them bridge that gap.
Oh, really?
And they brought up VDY, the Chinese electric car manufacturers. It looks like it's probably the same model, is kind of what it boils down to. Potentially. Nobody knows for sure. It'll take a while for all that stuff to come out, but they've definitely disrupted the market. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, yeah.
What are they? So it's XDS is the company, and what's the bike?
X Labs?
X Labs, that's it.
Yeah.
X Labs. So that should be interesting to see how all of that plays out. And hey, XDS, if you want to send us some demo bikes to check out, we'll check them out.
Oh, I would love to check some of those out. They're definitely going to disrupt the market with or without our help.
No, they already have.
Yeah.
And I mean, from my point of view, the market needs disrupting. I don't think it needs to be, kicked out of bed and smashed under your feet and start over sort of, but I think it needs some disrupting and some shaking up, and they need to focus on actually growing bicycle riders, getting new people riding bicycles. And I'm still completely, the more time I spend on that motorcycle, it's how the hell are they charging $10,000 for a bicycle? And that makes no sense to me.
For an acoustic bicycle.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, a traditional bicycle.
Yeah.
No motors, no power, $10,000, and that's not even super high end right now.
Yeah.
It's more than middle of the road, but it's not too far outside the norm.
You can get a
damn nice
motorcycle.
You can get that for $10,000.
You're not getting a BMW, but
you're getting just about everything else.
Yeah. I don't think you can get a KTM adventure bike
for
you can. 10.
Yeah, you can.
Really?
Again, KTM's bankrupt.
Are they really?
Yeah, I told you that before.
That shows how much I listen.
Yeah, that's a fascinating story of its own. But yeah, you can get a KTM right at 10 for a KTM. They've got their highest level ones that are more, but you can get 700-ish, 800-ish.
Yeah, because I think they go all the way up to like 1,300.
Yeah, but that's not what most people are buying these days, because those damn things are big.
Yeah, they are.
Particularly on the adventure bike. Now that I've laid mine down, or I haven't laid it down, now that mine has fallen to the ground 3 times, this bitch is heavy.
Yeah.
But I've gotten it up each time. But
they have a 390, an 890,
and for the 390.
$76.99 for the 390.
Okay.
base price.
I thought there was something in between that was bigger displacement, but maybe not. I didn't look at KTM that much. Everybody's talking about it. Yeah, they are bankrupt and they've got some issues right now with plastics falling apart and fuel tank leaks and things like that.
That doesn't sound fun.
You wouldn't want to do that with somebody that's going out to get a brand new bike from somebody that's about to go out of business.
Yeah.
With major issues like
what's the support going to be like for it in the long run?
Very questionable. But suffice it to say, between $5,000 and $10,000, there are a lot of really good motorcycle options.
Yeah.
And I'm just talking from the adventure bike side. If you start going into street bikes too, it even takes it that much higher. But I think realistically, the adventure bikes are the most comparable to the stuff we do.
Sure.
Sort of thing. And that same kind of market ideal. And that's part of what I'm so excited about is I've spent the past several days scouting a new route, but it's meant for motorcycles where it's using stuff that we've done. But what's cool is connecting the pieces that sometimes we got to do all this rigmarole and not get a bicycle on a busy road for 10 miles.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell, if you're on a busy road for 10 miles on a motorcycle, that's like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just twist the throttle and get on down.
Yeah. Everything I'm seeing, the XLab stuff is underpriced. It's still lower than because they still have to buy the components from Shimano or SRAM or whoever else.
They're making some slick deals to outfit those bikes with the kits that they have on them for the price points they're at. There's definitely some margins that they're working with that aren't available to everybody else.
Oh, because they're like one of the, if not the biggest bike manufacturer in the world to begin with. So
probably have a lot of purchasing power.
Yeah, when they buy Shimano, they get the deepest discount that's available from Shimano on.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like they're stepping on it too hard to come in at the price points they're at. I can't even wrap my head around.
And that's, keep in mind, that's the retail price, and their goal is to sell through dealers, so the dealers are still getting a decent margin on that price.
Yeah.
So their $3,200 gravel bike, they're selling that to the dealer $2,500, $2,200, somewhere in that range, probably.
It's crazy. Yeah, this GT8 just looks like such a sick bike, and the retail's $3,200.
Oh, there's a little bit of breeze. There we go. That's so much better. So it's going to be fascinating to see where the X Labs stuff goes. Again, I could see, because what I've heard more along the lines of Specialized dropped the prices on their e-mountain bikes basically to compete with the Amflow, but the dealers that had bought the stock of those bikes were left holding the bag, and Specialized reduced the price under dealer cost, and the expectation is somebody walks in and buys, let's say, a $7,000 bike. It costs the dealer $7,500. That dealer has to eat that $500.
Yeah.
They have to sell it for. It's like, I can see a bunch of those dealers saying, "F you, Specialized. I'm going X Labs."
Have you done any looking into this X Labs bike? This one in particular is
the gravel bike, the $3,200 one,
the GT8. Yeah. So it's $3,200.
Power meter.
No, it doesn't have a power meter.
You sure? Almost everything whenever I've heard them talk about X-Lab bikes, they almost always say power meter.
Oh, it does have a fucking power meter. Wow. It's got GRX Di2.
Yep.
It's a carbon fork, carbon frame, carbon wheels. Bronta, who I'm not familiar with, but that doesn't mean anything.
It's one of those wheels that's rebranded by everyone else, sort of thing.
Comes spec'd with 45s on it. Max tire clearance is 50. And stock in a size medium, 19.3 pounds.
20 pounds, yeah.
Yeah, that's for $3,200. Electronic shifting.
Di2 shifting at that.
Yeah, that's hard to.
It can't be beat.
If I was in the market for a gravel bike, especially if I was inexperienced, I don't think I would look anywhere else.
There would be no reason
if I knew.
If you knew so that's where the big disconnect is.
Yeah.
That's where the big disconnect is. And I hate to keep bringing up the motorcycle stuff, but it's very relatable to this because obviously I'm new to the adventure motorcycle crowd.
Yeah.
I probably do more research than the average bear, but it's always one of those things. You don't know what you don't know. So sometimes you don't know what questions to ask or which things to dig a little deeper on. So I remember the very first real bike I bought when I was in college. I had a friend that was a cyclist, and it's like, what do I look for? I don't even know what, I didn't even know where to buy. I was living in a small town in or where do I even buy a bike sort of thing? And he said, the main thing is you want a Shimano group set.
And that's just somebody in your ear.
And that's all I knew.
Yeah.
So I go down to the Western Auto. They've got mountain bikes. And I knew he was into mountain bikes. And this was mountain bikes were new. He wanted a stump jumper back in the early original stump jumper days. So that was the big thing on his list, a mountain bike with Shimano components. I go to the Western Auto and I don't even know what brand it was. It was a good bike though. It was a really cool bike. But it had a Shimano group set that also weighed about 80 pounds. But everything else was really cool on that. I wish I hadn't let that one go. I have no idea what it was. It was whatever brand Western Auto sold back in those days, mid 80s.
I remember I always wanted Western Auto carried Blue Max, and I think they might have had Diamondback then.
It very well could have been a Diamondback.
Yeah.
It had Diamondback vibes to it.
Yeah.
Looking back, it was kind of reminded me of a Diamondback type something. But at the time, I have no idea what a Diamondback was.
Yeah. They were rolling thick with Diamondback.
I think it was actually Western Auto branded, but I'm not positive of that.
That's very possible.
But that's where I started. The motorcycle stuff along the same lines. I bought the cheapo Chinese bike almost 15 years ago. Got to play with that for a whopping 3 months and just kind of let that sleeping dog lie. And then when Jan spoke up, said, you ought to get a motorcycle. I was like, oh, hell yeah. I'm not letting this get away. Let's get that bike quick.
Jan's having some really good ideas. She said you should get the van.
She's on her A game right
Yeah.
now. She's on her A game right now. Where my mom broke her hip again. So she's over there helping out at the moment.
In Florida?
Yep.
Yeah.
So she had some good ideas we're going through the whole rigmarole that.
So were you alone for Father's Day?
I was. No, Josh and Kat were there.
Oh, okay.
And the dogs.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I was out and about on the motorcycle almost all day yesterday.
Yeah. Josh didn't take you out to dinner.
No, he went and grabbed some Whataburger though.
He did.
That's the first Whataburger I've had in a while.
Yeah.
So nothing wrong with that.
I don't think I've had Whataburger in a long time.
That's probably the first one I've had in months.
I think I hate to admit it, but we've been eating In-N-Out once a month. In-N-Out.
Okay.
In-N-Out seems to be my go-to burger.
That's fine.
Eat out
Nothing
these
wrong
days.
with that.
But we've also been hitting up the old Taco Casa.
Taco Casa is my most regular. It's not like I do it every week or anything.
Yeah, same.
But it's like if I'm out and about, and then they're always in handy spots too.
They really are. They really are.
Yeah. So yeah, Taco Casa is probably my most regular fast food, but that's still once a month maybe sort of thing.
So Eurobike's about to start. What's today? The 21st?
First? I don't know.
I think today's the 22nd.
It should say on your computer somewhere, shouldn't it?
22nd. Monday, June 22nd.
Okay.
Eurobike starts on the 24th, so
I don't know if that's a big deal of any kind anymore.
Yeah, I really don't know. It seems like Taipei is where the majority of the components and road bikes are really debuted, and then Sea Otter is kind of everything else, but because I can't think of any major announcements that have happened at Eurobike for.
But it also maybe we just don't hear about them because we're not the target market for it.
Yeah,
Maybe
true.
And maybe the people in the Eurozone hear anything about Sea Otter. It's possible.
That's true.
Along those lines, one of the things I'm excited about, our friends at 35 and Liberty, they are very supportive of the cycling community. A couple projects that they've signed off on. One, month of May next year, we're going to set up an on-site indoor camping hostel thing.
Very cool. You had spitballed that.
And they're on board with that idea. To top it off, Naomi's mother-in-law, I think she lives in Latvia, something with an L, but she's a cycling referee over there. So she's going to come over and basically be the den mother for the hostel for that month. we got to figure out all the pieces, but basically anybody that's obviously the Euros, it doesn't have to just be Europeans though. Anybody that's planning to do that run of Unbound, Gravel Low Coast, Rule of Three.
Yeah.
Just
pick your poison. Yeah.
Just HQ in Gainesville for the month of May. And you're just a couple hours from any of them from there. Very convenient to go to each of the events, but then you can just come back to Gainesville for the week and all the dirt roads and gravel roads you can imagine for training during the week.
Yeah.
And obviously we'll have a ministry ride or two on the open weekends as well. Sort of thing.
That's very cool. Is it going to be a flat fee or a daily fee? Or?
I haven't gotten to that level of detail. Anybody that's listening or watching, please comment, send us messages, whatever else. Don't know exactly what that looks like, sort of thing. It's going to be affordable.
It should incorporate some meals into it. If you sign up for a week stay, or maybe it's a 3 or 5 day stay, you get 3 meal tickets or something like that. That'd be cool.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, because I got something I'm going to bounce off you along those lines.
Okay.
Another one that they've agreed to, I definitely want your feedback on this. This can go a couple different directions. I'm not sure exactly which way to go. One, they're having a big, they're calling it Oktoberfest, but it's towards the end of September. I think it's September 19th weekend or something.
Which is traditionally.
Is that traditional?
Yeah.
That's what they were trying. I wasn't familiar with that.
I've never understood that either, for the record, but.
So they're adhering to traditional, and so they're going to have a bunch of stuff going on there. What they've agreed is to let us take over the big event space and do a bike swap.
Oh, very cool.
One thing, we'll do bike swaps, maybe also potentially some
clinics,
breakout clinics. There's a big stage there, so we can have some keynote speakers while the bike swap's going on. I would like to get some of the local shops involved, and maybe they show up on Sunday. They don't have to be there Saturday, but they can show up on Sunday. And if they got a bunch of stuff collecting dust that they just want to blow out, I don't know. So, and obviously we can do rides out of there that weekend too, potentially.
And the weather should be at the end of September. The weather.
It's September 19th. It's still going to be hot. Usually we go into the first or second week of October. Yeah. We do have that false fall. You'll have a false fall in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get lucky that weekend.
Speaking of which, speaking of weather patterns, are we in La Nina this year or El Nino?
El Nino, supposedly a super El Nino. But I think I hear that every year.
I feel like, the first year it ever happened, I was like, what is this? And they're like, it happens all the time.
It happens every 7 years. Like
I've never heard about it. And then it was like, this year we're in Lil Nino. Or
La Nina.
And I was like, what is this? Oh, this happens all the time too.
Yeah.
Are we just making shit up?
I think there's a good bit of that.
Yeah.
There's a good bit of that. I had an awakening, an epiphany this morning. Are you familiar with kudzu? Okay.
Yeah, I'm from Mississippi.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Just making sure. So I remember 20 years ago, it was going to be the end of the world. Kudzu's taken over everything. And it was just this invasive species from Japan or whatever. Here's the real deal on kudzu is it was during the Dust Bowl. The government paid farmers basically $8 an acre to plant it as a soil conservation tool sort of thing. And all of the stuff that was brought up 20 years ago that it's taken over everything, it was never as pervasive or spreading as much as that they said. What the difference is, it's an open area growing vine. So basically power line corridors, rides where the canopy's cleared out and there's full sun most of the day, kudzu just blows up and creates a wall. So as you're driving past it, it looks like there's kudzu everywhere.
Yeah.
But the reality is you get out in the woods, there's no kudzu in the woods.
Yeah. Yeah. It does seem to proliferate in open areas because all the places that I think of are all open bayous and stuff.
Yeah. So it does spread in those open areas, and it is a chore to eradicate it from those. But where there was so much, it's going to just take over everything and squeeze out that's not the case.
It's everywhere in North Carolina too. When you're on a trail and you're looking either direction, especially in Pisgah and places, there's just kudzu everywhere. It's, like I said, same thing in Mississippi. So I would imagine that it's in South Carolina and Georgia.
It's in all those states.
Yeah.
But it's not one of those things. The invasive aspect, it was planted intentionally.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is going to spread where it can spread.
Yeah.
But it's not like it expanded just as completely as an invasive species from somebody dropped one bale of cut way back when sort of thing.
It's not like the snakehead fish.
Or the screwworms. Have you been keeping up with the screwworm
I
thing?
have not.
That
I know nothing about it other than the name.
yeah. Hopefully that one doesn't that would suck if that gets out of control.
Yeah.
But more of the same. Wait a minute. When did we stop talking about bicycles this time?
I don't know. We were talking about X Labs. We were talking about Eurobike.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We going back to the bike swap meet. And one of the possibilities I'm considering, but I want your thoughts on this. Maybe try to make it a big weekend and do Midnight Massacre that Saturday night as well and make that part of the weekend. Or does it make more sense just to do Midnight Massacre also from 35 and Liberty and stay closer to the traditional August date? Because then we've got air conditioning to hang out afterwards and the tacos and whatever else. And there'll be other stuff there. The bar, which I'm going to talk to you about momentarily. I think it's going to be a cool Midnight Massacre scene there, one way or the other. Do we separate it from the bike swap and clinic thing, or do we consolidate everything and try to go for...
It depends on how you want to structure it, but I think it might potentially be cool to integrate them together and create almost like not a bike fest, but...
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
At least a bike fest on training wheels sort of thing. It's kind of what I'm thinking.
That would be cool to have turn it into a big gathering.
That just goes on all weekend and you just come and go as you please.
With everything kind of structured around the main event.
Yeah. What is the main event, though? Is it the bike swap or is it Midnight Massacre?
I think it would be Midnight Massacre.
Okay.
But I think it could be really cool. We need to spitball that a little.
We do. And here's another thing you need to spitball. So the guy they have running the bar for them now, it's also the guy and his wife that are coordinating the RV campsite stuff and some other outdoor activity stuff they're doing. He's big into making specialty cocktails. He doesn't want to just pop a top on a beer and give you a beer. He wants to serve specialty drinks.
I respect that.
I figured you might.
But is that the market for it?
Maybe not all the time. That feels good, doesn't it?
That brie.
I will send you the link to the footage, but I got the grand tour of all their available cooking facilities, and Naomi just the way she said, it's basically a done deal. She has a full commercial kitchen set up she just bought and is going to basically set up a commissary as well. But she would be most interested in you coming in and partnering up with Jared for specialty nights of F.A.M food and his specialty cocktails. Is that something you might be interested in?
Yeah. I would love to talk to her about it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm always looking to get my fingerprint on some clean, shiny surfaces.
And even if her whole new commercial set, the other stuff that's there between the pizza kitchen and the other place that's right next to the pizza kitchen, that even had a milkshake machine, man.
Yeah.
But the pizza place had the big old paddle mixer, like that, everything like that. Huge walk-ins and between the two of them, and every chafing dish you can imagine, and ovens, fryers, the whole 9 yards with what's already there, let alone if she sets up a true commercial commissary type setup of some sort down the road. I'm assuming you might be able to give her some tips along those lines if they go that direction.
100%.
Well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to go up there and chat with her.
We can probably make that happen. I almost had her come. We were talking late Friday. I almost had her come in here Saturday night to see what you did, but that was just...
It's a shame.
Too short a notice.
That was such a good menu. We had another couple that are about as regular as our regulars get, independent of the people that were at the last dinner that were our regulars. Both of them said that they think course for course, that was the best dinner we've ever executed.
So you did the same dinner this time as well?
Yeah.
That's what you said you're probably going to do?
Yeah.
When's your next one?
July 11th, and that's going to be with Sagamore Spirits. Primarily rye producers. They do have a bourbon.
I'm a rye guy.
I think they have a bourbon or two in their lineup. I haven't got a verification of what they intend to bring, but they make some tremendous ryes. So they have a 8-year, 9-year, 10-year. I think they have a double oaked. And interestingly enough, back to sporting goods, their distillery was started by the founder of Under Armour. So they're based out of Maryland,
Okay.
which also makes them a geographical anomaly, but really good whiskeys. And we're going to put some really good food with it too.
Do you have August dates yet?
I do not have August dates. We're doing July 11th and July 25th. And then I don't know what we're going to do in August. I haven't even looked that far ahead, but it's about time to look into it.
Understood.
Maybe I'll have them by next Monday.
Would you be interested? We were talking about going to the Maid show. I don't think I can pull that off with that being all the way across the country and Mom going through her stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you thought driving to San Diego was a long way. Portland is probably another 600 miles or maybe more.
maybe I'm entertaining the thought of heading up to Nebraska for Gravel World's long weekend. And
Have you been to Nebraska?
I haven't been to, that's Lincoln, right? I haven't been to Lincoln. I used to work for a company based out of Omaha.
Okay. Omaha's a cool town
It
and very cycling friendly.
is it? That was before I was into cycling, so I don't think I paid attention to that. But yeah, Omaha had some cool stuff going on back in the day. But it was, I finished my binge on Better Call Saul, and he's the black and white when he's the manager of Cinnabon is in Omaha, Nebraska. And I don't know that they were really in Omaha, but they definitely had the Omaha vibe.
Yeah.
And the people from Omaha, what they're like. So they got that part dialed in. I don't mock Omaha and Omahans, but if I never have to go to Omaha again, I'll be fine with that. But that said, when I did end up being stuck there when it wasn't 10 degrees below zero and solid ice and snow,
Yeah.
I was there. There was some cool stuff there. There's no doubt about that.
There's definitely some cool stuff there. And then obviously they host the College World Series every year, so it's a big party town. There's pretty good food to be had there.
I had an amazing Indian food there once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There is, I guess it's a river that runs to there.
Yeah.
And there's path all along.
Council Bluffs on the other side.
Yeah. And there's path everywhere.
Is it the Missouri River?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a geographer.
Understood.
I'm not a map doctor,
Understood.
but I was there for maybe it was World Series. I don't know. Our kids did poorly, but it was still fun as we did go to a College World Series game, which was also very cool. But that's a huge production with
Sure.
all kinds of vendors and people selling everything under the sun.
And so that's, and I'm sure that has something to do with Gravel Worlds being as big as it is. The
Centrally located.
Nebraskans are very good at banding together for community-oriented stuff. There's no doubt about that.
That was the other interesting thing, speaking of community, is Nebraska is the only state that I've ever been to where there are public fishing holes. You're driving down interstates or highways or whatever, and there's public fishing holes. It seemed every 5 to 10 miles. You could just pull over, there's a public pier, you can just fish right there. They were everywhere, which is completely opposite to Texas where everything's private property.
Texas is the outlier.
Yeah.
Now, make no mistake, there's more states that are trying to get more like Texas as Texans move to those other states.
Yeah.
Colorado's getting really bad about privatizing where they didn't used to as much. Interesting latest state to buy into it's the Idaho stop, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where stop signs bicyclists are allowed to be treated as yield signs. You're not obligated to stop. I think it's the Idaho stop, which it's legal in Oklahoma, which that was surprising. Now legal in South Carolina as well. Maybe we'll get to the point where
it makes sense.
It makes sense to cyclists, but all the people that are non-cyclists get all bent out of shape.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You'd have to do a gigantic public information campaign to, much like they attempted to do with the 3 feet rule, which
I don't understand why that's not a law, but never mind.
Yeah. But they tried to make that into, there was a big safety campaign, much like the motorcycle
Sure.
lookout.
Most states have actually made the 3-foot rule a law.
Yeah.
Texas will not do it.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
No.
The cycling infrastructure has gotten a lot better. I do have to say that. And Denton is doing a great job with that. But where was
We were talking 3-foot rule. We were talking Idaho stop.
Oh, yeah. You would have to do a campaign to make sure everybody's well informed that this is the new law, is that stop signs can be treated as yield signs by cyclists. Otherwise, you're going to cause outrage in the car community.
Oh, again,
which is inevitable anyway.
Again, I think it's worse in Texas than other places to begin with.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean,
what would all those White Rock cops be doing if stop signs could be treated like yield signs?
You can't get Texans to buy into zipper merge. So I don't think you'll ever get them to buy into Idaho stop.
Yeah.
Anything that lets a cyclist get ahead of them, they'll be completely against.
Yeah. We almost got hit yesterday. Riding. Just got past us. There was no need for him to pass. And he clearly didn't have the room. But he came around us anyway on Bonnie Bray.
I was about to say, you're going to say Bonnie Bray, aren't you?
Yeah. Almost, we're coming back almost to the railroad tracks. And this guy in this little Mercedes decides to pass us and almost hits me because he can only get over so far because there's a car coming, and then just zips right in front of us. Like, it's so unnecessary. You're like half a mile from the stop sign. Wait till his car passes and then go around us, or just wait. It's 10 seconds.
But
20 seconds.
That's the mentality.
Yeah.
Is that if you're on a bicycle, you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because you're holding, I can't remember the last time I held anyone up for more than maybe 10 seconds at the most. 30 seconds would really be pushing it.
Yeah.
And that's a rarity.
Yeah.
That is an extreme rarity.
They're so impatient and so self-important.
And they're not even really that impatient. They get set off once they see a bicycle.
Yeah.
They go into foaming at the mouth mode.
Yeah. And I'm friends with a lot of non-cyclists. And it seems to be, they guard their words, but that is it's the mentality. Cyclists are such an inconvenience. That is the overarching theme of the whole thing.
They're so entitled.
Yeah.
Cyclists are so entitled.
Yeah.
They don't pay taxes. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. Look at my checking account. I pay some taxes now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy to me. I don't know how as a society there's such a division line between cyclists and cars. I mean,
I know exactly how, but I'm not going to go into it
but
here.
It's only present in the United States, it seems.
No, it's bad in England too.
Is it?
And it's other places as well, but it's not accidental.
Yeah.
It's part of
big oil.
It's part of a political agenda.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that. And it's just like a lot of other political agendas. People have had years of brainwashing as to how they're supposed to think about that.
But when you think of what you would traditionally consider more liberal areas, they tend to do much better with cycling, like Portland and Seattle and even Denton and Austin. Is that what you're getting at?
Not coincidental, I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
You touch on it with the big oil aspect of it. Anything that is potentially contributing to a positive outlook on alternate power, less dependency on oil, there are huge political forces that want that to be seen as a negative no matter what.
Yeah.
So if you're riding bicycles, that means you're not dependent on motorized vehicles, supposedly.
Internal combustion engines.
Yeah. So that has to be treated as a negative. And we're in a state that is very focused on incomes that are petroleum based.
Yeah.
And it's worse here than other places, but there are other places that are just as bad. But I think it's probably worse in Texas as a whole than any other place universally.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you could snap your fingers and just put in incredible cycling infrastructure across the United States, I don't feel like it would impact the car and petroleum industry.
It's not the actual act of it that is the negative. It is the perception of that's beneficial. We need that that reinforces the anti-dependence message.
Yeah.
So we don't want to do anything that supports electric vehicles. We don't want to do anything that supports solar energy. We don't want to do anything that supports any alternative fuels in any way, shape, or form.
When you look around in Texas, there's wind turbines everywhere. You go just north of here and there's solar panels as far as you can see.
Understood.
But you're saying it's at great resistance.
It's at great resistance, or a lot of those places are actually in place because they took advantage of the government subsidies, and it is the petroleum money that's actually putting those places into being.
Yeah.
And
so they're just hedging their bets, basically.
Hedging their bets, or they're just owning the market.
Yeah.
So it's okay. The government was willing to pay 50% of this. Okay. We throw another 50% of it and we lock up this geographic area for wind turbines and solar power. And then when the government subsidies wear off and our message 20 years down the road is buy more oil, we're the ones that own all the alternative stuff and nobody else can. It's the traditional cockblock move.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can't monetize bike lanes.
Maybe not.
I mean, there's no incentive in it.
I never use the toll roads.
Yeah.
Never. But I glanced up the other day at I think it was at Bucky's there. I don't know, wherever the tolls start going south on 35. I can't even remember. $6.95 for just the shortest stretch.
Yeah.
Who the hell pays $7 to go 5 miles?
But so that price changes depending on.
That's the way they market it.
Yeah.
But it's supposed the price is higher when you need it, when everything else is back. Traffic wasn't backed up and it was $6. So what would it be if it was a gridlock?
Gouging.
But
it goes back to some people think their time is way more important.
No, and that's what I was figuring in my head is at what point is it worth $7 for you to save a minute, if that?
Oh man.
If that. Because if you're at those levels, you're not driving the highways anyway.
Yeah, you're being helichoppered.
Go bug. They're definitely not riding a bike from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Not around here anyway. I'm surprised I didn't come across y'all yesterday. It sounds like we spent some time in a lot of the same stomping grounds.
Well, we went and checked out the construction site because initially I was like, let's go see.
Oh, I was going to ask about that.
We can touch any trail.
Because where my loop left off was basically going into Hilltop down whatever that road is that goes from 377 to there.
Hilltop?
No, from 377 to Hilltop. What's that road?
Brush Creek.
Brush Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I stopped at Brush Creek on my scouting yesterday, but I got to go east.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. South from
Yeah.
there. So I went by it. It's hard to tell from the road from Country Club. Hilltop's not closed, is it? Okay. It just looked like everything was closed the way they had all the barricades up.
No, they're just, I don't know why those barricades are still the way they are. They haven't fully finished all that integration to where that's going to come. That's coming from Hickory Creek, and it's going to come essentially straight off the end of Hickory Creek and go over Hickory Creek and die into the bottom of Hilltop.
So they got all that sorted out with the piers and everything like that?
Yeah.
Do we know when it's supposed to be done now?
I think they said the end of this year.
Okay.
They're moving pretty quick on it.
Understood.
Which, weather's always a factor.
Weather is always a factor.
But they're moving really quick on it. But we got there yesterday, and it quickly became apparent. I knew that if that was muddy, the further we went, especially when you get to the trail, it's just going to be muddier and muddier. So we turned around.
It was muddy out yesterday.
Yeah. And we rode the low water crossing. It was muddy down there right before the low water crossing. Because it was definitely flooded a couple of days ago.
I went by it the other day, and it was up very definitely.
There was no water flowing over it, which was surprising, especially now
that it's collapsed. It was the other day.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
we were under a flash flood warning. We got almost 2.5 inches Thursday night into Friday morning. So I guess it was very optimistic of me to think that we could even go touch trail.
Understood.
But we just rode up to the square and had a cup of coffee at Jupiter House and then rolled back. My knee is still bothering me, and I don't know what to make of it. I thought that was part of the reason I was laying off the bike for a while, thinking maybe I just need to give my knee some time to heal. But it doesn't seem happy. I think the warranty's going out on this whole thing.
Yeah,
Should have bought the extended one.
they don't have them available yet for after purchase. They're working on it.
Yeah.
They're working on it.
I need some robotic legs. Screw an e-bike. I want e-legs.
Remind me, what are you running into with the knee?
It's just pain, instability. It just doesn't feel like there's a little bit of lack of confidence in the structure of my knee.
Okay.
If I can.
But so you're noticing it from the get-go on a ride, or?
No, actually, I usually feel good for the first 6 or 7 miles. And then it feels like, and it could just be a conditioning thing, because it feels like the minute I'm in a gear that's slightly too hard, my knee is not happy. So it feels like I'm constantly trying to find an easier gear to appease my knee, which is counterintuitive.
And you've still got 180s on your single speed, right?
Yeah. But I wasn't riding my single speed.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. But you have been for the past several years.
Oh, yeah. I definitely crossed my brain yesterday. I wonder if just all the years of single speeding is...
You have more than likely worn out your cartilage.
Oh, probably.
So
maybe I need to start ingesting copious amounts of shark cartilage.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Spin an easier gear and...
Get an e-bike.
No?
No.
Well, you can start there for the first month, ride an e-bike, and just the conditioning of the stuff around it will, if it is meniscus, if it is cartilage, just strengthening up everything around it will help. But it's also one of those things that you have to build that up slowly.
Yeah. In order not to aggravate everything.
Yeah. And once you do get it inflamed, it's wants to stay inflamed, sort of thing. And that's basically what I've been dealing with. And
I forgot you were a doctor.
Trust me, I've been through all of this between both of my knees so much. And
did you ever look into PRP?
Like I said, my doctor that's into alternate stuff, I spoke about it with him, and he didn't think it was a good fit. And then there's always the out-of-pocket expense on top of that.
Yeah, it's like $1,000.
Understood. Per session.
Yeah.
It's multiple sessions.
My back was one session.
Okay.
And that was 5 years ago.
Understood. Maybe you should look into it for yours.
I'm thinking about it.
Tell you what, if it works for you, let me know. Then
trust me, I won't be able to shut up about it.
That's true. There's no doubt about that.
I'm just getting old, Kevin.
We all are.
Yeah.
We all are.
And I'm grateful for it. But
it's better than the alternative.
It definitely is. Definitely is.
But that, yes, having to be very conscious about getting back on the bike and doing it where it's not counterproductive.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
It's a balancing act, especially with heat acclimation thrown in the mix too.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting back on the bike, how's our buddy Rich Waldsmith doing?
I do not know.
Has he gone radio silence on you? Or?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I've been thinking about reaching out to him.
Yeah.
And Rich, if you're listening, touch base. Think about you every day, and I almost reach out every day, but it's like I'm under the impression he doesn't want to be bothered, but I don't know.
I told you I went through that when I was dealing with my elbow. And when I'm take big long hiatuses from riding, I almost, in retrospect, it was definitely depression, but because cycling has always been a constant in my life. And when I was so far removed from cycling, I almost felt like I wasn't a cyclist anymore.
Yep.
And so you feel like you're segregated from your tribe almost. And it's a downward spiral. It gets dirty.
It's super tough.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to come out the other side because you don't want to be that guy that's holding everyone up to begin with. You definitely don't want to be that guy that everybody's making fun of for holding everyone up. But the hard part about it is, particularly from the social aspect, is when you've been off the bike for a while, what you used to do that was so fun riding the bike with everyone, it's friggin' miserable trying to get it. Because I'm dying just trying to make it the first 5 miles with you guys.
And I have been fortunate I've been on and off the bike dozens of times over the course of my life. And I've been fortunate enough to have very patient friends. Josh Roberts showed up yesterday and we rode, and he goes, "We'll go your pace."
And it's a me thing more. It's not a them thing.
100%. But I'm always blown away when people are like that, because that's something I struggle with, because when I get on the bike and I feel good, I expect everybody else to feel good. So I try to draw back on those times where people have been so patient with me when I'm riding with someone that is getting back into it, recovering, or been off, or just been sick or whatever. And I try to be that empath as well.
Try to,
Yeah.
but it's everyone's different,
Yeah.
and and I'm a ride by myself guy most of the time anyway. So my most relevant experience with it is talking with others that go through it more, and it's the common thread is people just get their biggest setback is trying to overcome getting back to where they were from before. That's a huge mental hurdle because the way people look at it is, oh, good God, it took 10 years of riding for me to get to that point.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's going to take but it doesn't take another 10 years.
It happens a lot faster.
It's a ton faster. You come back a lot quicker. Are you at your peak in 3 months? No. Yeah. But realistically, in 6 weeks, you're pretty damn close, sort of thing. But you still have to
be diligent.
You have to be attentive to it and do it very consciously. Whereas when you've just been riding 3 or 4 times a week for years, you just got that natural fitness built up that you don't have to, I missed a couple days here.
Yeah.
No big deal, sort of thing. But if you've been off the bike for a while, it seems like a very daunting task. And I don't think it's as daunting as most people think it is. Now, that's kind of indirectly leads into, so I scouted a bunch of miles on the motorcycle on a lot of our routes. Shitty news, County Line Road, west of Ponder, the Rollers Road, it's all paved now. Yeah. So I had to go up from there once I saw that. There's a quarter mile left at the moment that's unpaved, but I'm sure that'll be paved over soon. I had to go up from there and check on Wade Road.
Yeah.
That wasn't originally on my to-do list, and Wade's still awesome.
Yeah.
So
that'll be a sad day when Wade Road gets paved.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but
hopefully not. I didn't think County Line Road was going to.
I think Gravel Bomb's going to probably end up getting
I'm surprised
paved.
I'm surprised it's not already.
Yeah.
I told you my daughter actually did all the plans for all the water work around it and the drainage. So she told me years ago that
it was short-lived.
Yeah.
Yeah. Allred's paved probably half of it now because they put that neighborhood there on the corner of Bonnie Bray and Allred. So your connector off of Bonnie Bray to get to John Payne is paved almost, I'd say, halfway to the bridge.
Okay.
But
so in my explorations, came across quite a few random gravel riders the past couple of days. So that was cool. Yeah, there's a solo rider coming off of Wade Road by himself. Saw a couple of riders outside of Sanger.
Do you stop and shout any of them up?
Not usually when I'm on the motorcycle, because it's hard as fuck on it. You got to keep it.
As long as soon as you stop, it just catches up to you. Yeah.
But also, it's real easy if I'm in the van or the truck or something like that. Yeah. Usually I'll chat out the window, but when you're on the motorcycle, it's got to stop, turn it off. Nobody can hear what you're saying with the helmet on and everything like that. That's just too much rigmarole at the moment. I'm thinking about it, though, because I'm definitely coming across more bicycle riders when I'm on the motorcycle than in the other vehicles for whatever reason. But just seeing them out and about is really cool. Were you familiar with that railroad ballpark area that we done Midnight Massacre out of, the road that comes south out of Sanger with that little wooden bridge? That's been closed for a couple years. It's reopened now. The bridge is back in place and that's open now.
Oh, very cool.
And so I came across those riders. I was coming down from a railroad ballpark and then I was going to take that left towards whatever that paved road is that goes by Ho Camps. You know the road I'm talking about. And they were turning right onto that just in front of me. So I ended up following them all through that windy stuff over and beside Clear Creek. Oh, and that's when I knew everything was going to be muddy. Clear Creek was flowing the whole friggin' time everywhere I went. Denton Creek was flowing everywhere. All the creeks were flowing.
Yeah, I did. I went through there. You routed me through there for that 300 miler.
Yep.
And my thought when I went through there was,
Oh, we did, and we did it on our trip when we went by that beer place in Sanger.
yeah. My thoughts at that time were it doesn't look like they ever intend to redo this.
I didn't think they were ever gonna.
Yeah.
I thought that they were just leaving it closed until they did whatever they did out.
Yeah.
But they opened up some kind of sand pit, gravel pit, or something. So I guess that's what they were waiting on, was for that to be done. And now they opened up the wooden bridge again. It goes through from there. So
You could get through there on a bike anyway.
you could. I wouldn't have been able to get through on the motorcycle.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Well,
on the bike,
somebody might have been able,
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah. But on the bike, it's very doable.
Yeah, it's still hike a bike though.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't be in a hurry.
So so we might be able to do some short loops again out of Sanger.
Yeah.
Just do something from the town square, do some time short loops or something like
Yeah.
that. Some kind of gravel crit thing. Might play with that idea.
There is still great gravel right out all around Sanger, especially to the east.
Gribble Springs Road, that's about it. What else is there?
Wait, isn't that no? What's the name of that road? Gunter and shit. I'm blanking on the road. What's the road that goes right by the firing range and all that?
Oh, okay, that's okay. That's the one we were just talking about.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
so it's Rector Road
Rector. That's the
and
road I was.
yeah, that loop that's still good. That
Yeah,
loop's
yeah.
great, but it's
Yeah.
just one small loop right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So we could do that loop out of Sanger now uninterrupted and
Yeah.
come back up through the paved road on the west side that goes back into the town proper. But that's a cool road,
Yeah.
even though it's paved,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
And then that, if I'm correct, if you just stay on that road that's on the west side, that takes you up into Bolivar. Is that right? Or am I confused?
You can get there eventually, but
Yeah.
once you're over 35, there's no more dirt for a while.
Okay.
Basically, you have to get to Wade Road before you find dirt again.
Sorry, my mom's calling me.
All good.
Just letting her know I'm podcasting.
How's mom doing?
She's doing good. She's doing good. She sounds like she's in good spirits. When we wrap up here, I got a couple of honeydews I need to check on all my meats and stuff and make sure my fires are empty and my humidifiers are full and everything. And pack up my truck and roll out. So I'm actually looking forward to a little windshield time.
I get it.
A couple of podcasts, a little loud music, doing what I want to do.
What music would be on the rotation?
Dude, I've been all over the place lately. I listen to everything. I say I listen to everything.
So it's just gonna be the park after Lincoln Park.
You're
right?
the Linkin Park nerd. I don't even know if I know a single Linkin Park song.
Oh, bullshit.
Are they the ones that sing "I Tried So Hard"? Is
Yes,
that a Linkin
yeah,
Park song?
yeah.
Okay, I do know that one, but I don't know the name of it. Is it
Understood.
"I Tried So Hard"?
No, I can't remember what it. I'm not that big of a Lincoln Park fan.
Whatever.
I was excited when Emily joined their band because I was a big Dead Sarah fan. That was that running joke.
Yeah,
That's
me
what that
too.
was all about.
Huge Dead Sarah fan.
Dead Sarah's awesome. You actually do need to put Dead Sarah in the rotation on your road trip.
Okay, I'll check it out. I've been listening to. I get stuck on artists. That's my.
Get stuck on Dead Sarah
Right.
and then Betty Blowtorch.
I've been listening to Smashing Pumpkins lately. A lot of Michael Jackson. I'm a big Chicago fan. Dude, who else has such great horns than Chicago? Cake, but they're not even the same style. I just think Chicago is way underrated.
Okay. They didn't get much bigger than Chicago back in the day.
Yeah, I wasn't around for their heyday.
Okay.
I missed the boat.
I could take out that limb.
So what
All
else
good.
is going on? Do you have an event? Not this coming weekend. Is this weekend July 4th or next weekend?
Next weekend.
Okay.
Not this coming week. Our next official event is Polo North Texas in Paris, July 18th or 19th.
Okay.
We're doing pop-up rides and stuff in the meantime. We'll be out at Northshore Sunday with our friends at Dusty Roads. So we're doing a free endurance thing out at Northshore.
Very cool.
Counting laps for people that want to do whatever they can in either 4, 6, or 8 hours.
I like those cats at Dusty Roads.
They're pretty good folks. They're pretty good folks.
He's been moving a lot of salsas.
Has he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll swing by there from here and check on them.
Ask him when our 32-inch tie Fargo's going to be in.
It's steel.
Ask him when our tie one's going to be in.
I know. That's your. So Brad wants to order it.
I got $100 on it.
Oh, okay. No, he said he wasn't getting a tie. He wasn't going to splurge on a tie. Maybe he's changed his mind. I don't know. Yeah, so we're gonna see we're gonna see what the endurance mountain bike crowd is like these days out at Northshore. Who's into it? Who wants to do it? And the way, since it's a free event, it's open to everybody. Spots are limited. We have to stay within a certain number, or then it couldn't be a free event.
It's only going to be a high of 99 on Sunday.
And so the first time, we were the first to ever do an event out at Northshore once it was looped. I think we were actually the first to ever do an event out at Northshore. I could be wrong on that. But definitely after it was looped. And that's when we did that Hell on Wheels event. And that was August. It was 110 degrees out there that day.
Yeah. It's going to be 22 mile an hour sustained winds too. So you're not going to want to be riding the road anyways.
There you go. But what we're counting laps. It's not a race. We're not timing it, but we'll give people their split times on their laps. But the way I'm going to do it is you check in each lap after you finish. It's not just come by and give me your number. It's like, I'm going to ask them a question, and I'm going to basically do a marketing survey of everybody. Are you riding flats? Or are you riding clipless? What kind of frame material are you on?
Yeah.
What's your next purchase going to be? Or what? I don't know. I got to figure out what those questions are going to be. All the stuff that we've talked about is what is the market really up to these days, sort of thing. And because I am out of touch, definitely with the mountain bike market.
Are you going to have a drop bar prize?
Not for this particular one.
No.
And I'm sure Knob Hills is underwater again, so it's a good thing we didn't do Scapegoat this weekend like I originally planned to.
Knob Hills is super effed.
But I am playing with the idea of doing other endurance mountain bike events, but focusing on the trails that would be drop bar friendly as well for gravel arrows that want to start trying some single track stuff to do it. Do the Denton Mountain Bike Trail, do River Legacy, do Gateway West, North Shore. I'm probably going to put a loop together for this weekend that is okay for drop bars, but I'm not really pushing it to that crowd yet, but maybe we'll do it again. What
is the loop going to be? Is it 1, 2, 3?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I'll look at that tonight and go scout some of that.
But it's typically 1, 2, 3, and 5, huh?
I don't know. I can't remember how their numbers work. I'm thinking about basically probably if the cut through before the pit drop is still there, probably take out the pit drop, come back from there, but then probably go past Mad that first loop. What is that? Is that 5?
Yeah.
Probably do 5.
Yeah.
A little bit of technical-ish.
Yeah, you can do a short loop, but it's not all of 5. But yeah, that's very drop bar friendly.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's kind of what, but I'll look at it just to make sure because it's been a while since I've been out there.
Yeah.
And see what the weather's going to do as well.
It's going to be hot.
Hopefully it doesn't rain and get mudded out again.
Doesn't look like we have any rain between now and then, but that doesn't mean
famous last words.
That doesn't mean it won't happen.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking about trying out endurance mountain bike stuff again, potentially, but we'll see. If there's no interest in it, then we won't.
Yeah. I think June's a tough time to do it, but especially in Texas, but
we've got 40-something people signed up so far.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And we're capping it at 50.
Well, so I would imagine you get full attendance, with that.
We'll see how many people actually show up.
Yeah.
And then of those, how many actually are endurance riders.
Yeah.
Let's see what's out there.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. We're not trying to create a market. We're trying to see what the market is that needs to be taken care of.
That makes sense.
How to best take care of them.
That makes sense.
Because I am tired of trying to create markets.
Yeah.
Because I've got great ideas, but nobody else seems to buy into them.
I'm an idea guy.
I'm an idea guy. I'm a people person. God damn it.
I was thinking more Michael Keaton Night Shift.
I know you were. And I was combining them.
Yeah.
I was combining them. It was a mashup.
Holy stall. I probably need to get buttoned up.
All right, man.
On the road. I'm already thinking about all the stuff I need to do before I go on my trip.
Yeah, don't forget to get that Dead Sarah rotation queued up. Lucy, baby.
Hey, Lulu. What's up, baby? What's that? She loves being in the van.
All right. You want to come home with me?
No.
Tell them what to do, Bradford.
Go ride your bike.